now, you know what time it is. It's time to love. So brace yourself, open your heart, get ready for a powerful dose of divine love flowing through your girl, Darnella Speaks, at his love event. Hello, this is Darnella, your transformational speaker, Love into Profits. And I want to thank you so much for viewing this video and taking just a couple of minutes with me to share some workplace culture, organizational leadership insights with you, and very personal insights with you. And the topic that I briefly want to discuss today is love in business, because some people look at my assignment as your love into profit speaker and automatically maybe misinterpret or twist what the trend of workplace culture I'm discussing. So I want to clarify that today. But before I get into my brief discussion of that, I want to make sure you're following me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Love into Profits. And please hit the subscribe button to this YouTube channel right now. And then I also want you to share this video message right now. Share it. Share the love in business with everyone that you know. Well, I know you, as a person in the workplace yourself, no matter what industry you're in, there is no doubt that you have not experienced different elements of the workplace culture, whether it was good, whether it was bad, whether it was friendly, whether it was sad, or whether it was toxic, or you encountered bullying. Whatever the case is, if you're in the workplace, you have your own opinion about different workplace cultures. And what I do as your love into profit speaker is I come in and I influence and transform people in their workplaces through love, unconditional love. And yes, we should be walking and working in love. And when we do so, there is a major positive impact on the company, on the culture of the company, and how fast the people will be efficient and walk in excellency and working towards that company's vision and mission. And I'm not just saying it because I speak it. I'm saying it because I've lived it. 30 years as a legal administrator in the top leading law firms in Washington, D.C. And I have been an example of walking, talking, working in love. And I've seen how it has influenced my former employers who eventually trusted me to speak at the staff meetings and to share the keys that I'm sharing now as an independent contractor as well as a transformational speaker with companies one-on-one. So I want to talk about today there are four types of love. There are four types of love. Most times when you hear the term love, people unfortunately automatically think sexual, romantic, couples, because society sadly is very sexualized. And so we tend to tie the word love only to sexualization or romanticism or relationships with a significant other, with a partner, or with a spouse. And we forget, or we don't have knowledge of the fact that there are different forms of love. So that's what I want to break down. And my disclaimer with that is I am never talking about sexual harassment. I'm never encouraging sexual harassment. I am not encouraging you in the workplace to commit quote unquote love acts in a romantic, affectionate, or disrespectful way. So, this is what I'm talking about when I say the new trend in business is love. And if you want to change your workplace and boost your people and your profits, you want to include it in your culture. So let's talk about the four different types of love. The first type of love is eros, Eros. And that type of love is the Greek word for sensual or romantic love. Um, so that's when you're talking about being in love, sensual love, sexualized love with a significant other, partner, or spouse. Okay? That's eros. We are not talking about that in love into profits movement within workplace cultures. The second type of love is philia, which is the intimate love in the Bible that most Christians or other religious people practice towards each other. I have philia love towards my Christian sisters and brothers, my Jewish sisters and brothers, my Buddhist sisters and brothers, whatever your faith is. I love you conditionally, as a fellow child of God, and as kingdom, my kingdom or faith-based sister or brother. I have philia love for you. So that's the second type of love. The third type of love is storge, which is a term for love that many of us aren't familiar with, but it's the Greek word that describes family love, the affectionate bond that develops naturally between parents and children, sisters and brothers, sons and daughters, parents. That's storge. So that's familial love, the love that we have for our family members. Um, are you being enlightened? Enlightened? I mean, it's the four types of love. A lot of people don't know this. And finally, and this is where love and business come into play. This is the type of love I'm talking about when I speak on bringing love into your workplace culture. Agape love, Agape, which is the highest of the four types of love, biblically speaking. This is the type of love that describes God's immeasurable, unconditional, and incomparable love for us as human beings, for all mankind, no matter who you are, what you are, where you came from. God loves us unconditionally. He birthed us into the world. He created us. Agape is the type of love that God has for us because He is love. And agape love is not only unconditional, but it's sacrificial and it is pure, meaning you don't have to do anything to receive it. This is just how He loves us because He is love, and it's how we ought to love one another, just simply because we're human beings who should agape love each other and respect each other. So when I talk about love in business, I'm talking about that type of love, unconditional, immeasurable, for your fellow mankind, for your fellow team member. And so when you walk into the office with an open heart to love your coworkers, although I like to say corporate family, because notice, that gives a heart shift. When I see you more than just another coworker, someone that I work with, but no, I see you as corporate family, someone that I spend a lot of time with during the week. We spend almost 8 hours, if not more, at work. So that's family in the workplace. So when I automatically say corporate family as opposed to coworker, that begins to help shift my mindset towards those whom I work with. And when my mindset is shifted towards those whom I work with, The way I work with them will shift for the better, for the positive, and at a most excellent level, at a most efficient level. And so then that's how walking and working in love can shift me as an employee for the betterment of my employer and lifting myself as an individual team member to much more profitability, promotability, but also the company as a whole to the same. So I just wanted to break down and clarify um, what love in business means from my perspective as your workplace influencer and transformational speaker on the trending topic of love and business. Thank you so much for listening, and I am so looking forward to sharing how to impact your life as an entrepreneur, as an employee, as a CEO, whichever capacity you find yourself in, by walking in agape love every day of your life and every day that you walk into the workplace. Thank you so much for listening. This is Darnella, your Love into Profits speaker. You can follow me online at Love into Profits and also at His Love Evange.
Thank you so much for tuning into the show today, listening to this audio, or watching this brief video with Darnella Speaks at His Love Evange. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on all social networking channels at His Love Evange. HISLOVEEVANG. And remember, it's time to love.